Hi guys, and welcome to another episode on Vintage Oaks with me, Thorny Farms. Just moving on from our previous episode, episode 1. We're now in September. We are on 3-day months, but given the amount of clear up that was required in the yard, thought it best to roll forward to September. We have now cleared most of the junk that was in here. All of the skips have gone. We've had the van sign written on both sides. Look at that. Been smart, going up in the world. Um, whilst I was actually exploring the farm, I noticed we have a free-range chicken area. So we can look at getting some chickens, but more on that in a moment. I've also gone around where I can with the rear mower within the yard and just cut back some of the taller grass. Reclaimed the two muck spreaders that were out in the fields. One was behind there, and then one was over that far side. Organised most of the equipment. You can see we've still got the Landini up there. We've still got to make a decision on that, as with most of this equipment, whether it stays or goes. And then we've organised things in here a little bit more as well. There's nothing around here. Still a little bit of junk to get rid of, as and when. But other than that, we are all groovy. So hopefully today we can start looking at how we can start turning a profit, really. Now, this is only meadow grass. It's not a field. And the two fields that are highlighted at the back of the farm over here, they just need working on as well. So my thought in this episode was to get all of this mowed out, as well as the front. To be honest, the front we could probably plough into a field already. So I'll probably concentrate on these two fields to begin with. We do have a rear mower. I'm in two minds whether to go and get a front mower as well. We're not going to get any crop off these initially. We just need to prep them ready for obviously getting some crop in so that we can actually plough them, put new fields in, and go from there basically. So what we'll do quickly is let's just have a look at mowers. Is there anything that we can match up on? There's nothing in there, I assume. No. So let's go down to mowers. So we don't have a huge amount of money. We've got 37,000 after we pay the contractors 2.5. So there is a front mower there. Now the rear mower we do have is this one here, the Samas. And I am aware that the only front PTO we have is on the Ford, the TW35, which sort of limits to what we can do. Now, we can keep it as a rear mower only for now until we look to upgrade our actual tractors, and I think that might be the best case here, so at least we can actually get started and run it on the Fiat. So what we're going to do now is let's just get things started in here and get the engines warmed up. And we'll just pull forward. So let's just go and get this rear mower attached. It's not the biggest rear mower. Again, most of this equipment we might use once or twice. Let's connect that up. It's the only thing with this mower, you've got to fold it up to get it out. Okay, so we'll clear that. So, these are the two fields I'm referring to. Unfortunately, I can't get any higher. Yeah, so there's a path that takes us all the way down to there, and then there's a grassed area in here, and a grassed area over here. I intend to turn both of these into some sort of crop field. Now, given the fact that we already have a free-range chicken area over there, that might dictate what crop we put in one of these. One of them we may keep to grass, just to give us a couple more options, depending on the economy in the local area. But I think the first things first is getting these mowed out, just to see what we can actually see underneath. There's no point in ploughing and cultivating them first. It just doesn't make sense. Wouldn't do it in real life. So yeah, we'll get things moving in here. We'll get this moved over. Now, I don't intend to bore you with the mowing of this, so what we'll do once I'm lined up is we shall cut to a time lapse, and I'll catch you in a minute or two. So this is the other field, and what we'll probably do is we'll put a headland in initially. Let's just drop this down here. There we go. Yeah, so like I say, we'll get these fields cleared, and then what we'll do is we'll work out what we want to actually put in them. That is, once we've cleared them fully, plough them through, because at the moment they are not recognisable fields. We do have precision farming on as well, so we will look into obviously getting some soil samples done if we can afford it. Then I think it'll probably be grass in one field, and then be a probably wheat or something like that in one of the others. Yeah, rather than boring you with me going round here, we'll speed things up. I'll catch you in a minute. So I can only apologise for missing these very large bits out. Just tidy these pieces up, then we'll have a look and see what we're going to do with these fields. Obviously they need turning over, ploughing into actual fields, because at the moment they're definitely not fields. So once we've got this bit cleared, quite a large field now it's cleared, and then we've got that one over there. So on this one, you may have noticed that I did a fair few headlands rather than going up and down. It just made more sense with it being quite rounded. Whether that works for all implements, probably not. Obviously with ploughing, could be a different story. So what we'll do is we'll just go and pop this back into the garage over here. And we're going to have to unfold it again. To unfold. Pop it down. No. Let's just get it unhitched. Okay, the next thing I want to do, so we've got this over here with the shanks, the case. If we go into... So it does classify it as a plough. It's at 4.6 meters. Needs 170 horsepower to run. Not sure we have that. Let's get it rigged up and see if we can't. Move this out of the way first. Hopefully it'll work, and I've got no issue. We're going to have to move that bobcat as well, because I'm pretty sure this doesn't fold. Pop this one over here. Make sure we don't catch the door on the way out. So now we need to... Let's just pop that over here. So we need to allow the create fields. We'll start over here. Okay, let's see if... Ah, yeah, it goes through it, no problems at all. Okay, so we'll keep going. And we'll meet you on the other side rather than boring you through ploughing. Yeah, we'll report back shortly with a bit of progress. Catch you in a minute or two. Okay, so just having a bit of a think, just being ploughing. So I'm just going to turn around in a second up here, and I'll explain my thoughts. Oh, too early. Let's get rid of that. Okay. So let's just turn here. So, I'm just going to go over here, and we're going to do this pass. So, you'll have noticed when I was mowing, this bottom area to the left-hand side goes off to a point. And I'm thinking it would be a lot easier if we kept this to some sort of rectangle and potentially use that space over there for a silage bunker at some point. So, it's just where do we come up to? I'm just gonna stop here. So I'm thinking if we did... Not far off there. If we came up to here, and then use this space for buildings and silage clamp, I think that'd be a lot easier in maintaining this field over here. Because then we don't have to mess around with the points of doom. And yeah, it should be a little bit more productive for us. Because otherwise, there's not really anywhere else I can put a silage clamp at the moment. Because I think we're definitely going to need one. Kind of makes sense. Or even just some bale storage, to be honest. But yeah, that's my thoughts on this field. That field over there, we may just put to grass initially. And then, like I say, wait for... get it done properly. Get everything it needs and have a really high yielding grass crop on there. Which we can then use as silage. Or silage bales, hay bales. Gives us a few options, keeps us quite versatile. So I think that's probably what we'll do. And then in this one, like I say, the fact that we do have an area for chickens already. I know they don't take a lot of feed, but we are using the enhanced animals mod on here. So they may take a little bit more than usual. I know they do on other maps, so just something we've got to take into account there. Surprised at how well this tractor's pulling on this plough. But, I just wanted to give a massive shout out to everyone involved in the Farm Sim community as well. Obviously, I released my first video, my first adventure into content creation, and the reception has been great. Been on a few Discord channels. A massive shout out to Farmer Sim, who has given me words of encouragement. It is quite daunting putting out your own content, obviously putting your own voice to things. I did wonder whether just to time-lapse everything and do it that way rather than putting audio over it, but I thought, you know what, no. That's not the sort of content I wanted to make, and here we are. So just a little bit of commentary, but honestly, Farmer Sim, mate, you're an absolute legend. Thanks very much for the words of encouragement, advice. Certainly taken on board, and as we go through this series, hopefully more and more people get involved and pass on their tips for content creation and what we can do on the farm. But yeah, I just wanted to say a massive thank you to absolutely everyone that has passed on their well wishes and their comments on the video, any feedback. It's been superb. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. But yeah, I think what we'll probably do is get this strip done, and then I'll probably have to replant that little bit over there that I've ploughed in now. That shouldn't take us 2 seconds. But I just think rather than having to mess around with that awkward shape there, we can just keep it to a straight edge and then put down a couple of buildings or something that we need for the farm, because it might look like there's loads of space, but realistically there isn't. There's this space back here, we do own that still, and it might be that I grass over that or put whatever down there and we decide that actually no, it's not going to work. So should be the last of it. Just got a few spots to tidy up on. That's that one, and then there's one over here. And then let's just clear up this last one. Yeah, I think that's a job well done. Let's just jump out. So yeah, there is no soil samples, so let's just have a look over here, make sure it's come up in our map. So yeah, we can see here. Yeah, I think if we keep it to that straight bit there, rather than having to mess around with this. You can see this farm field as well. That is quite rounded, which doesn't help with certain implements. But we should be okay if this is later grass. I don't see that being an issue at all. So yeah, we'll move the plough over, and we'll get cracking in that field. We'll probably montage that field. It shouldn't take us too long. So we'll catch you in a moment or two. Okay, so that's another field ploughed. It didn't take too long, to be honest. The plough on the back of this certainly gets through it. I think we'd struggle initially, but it seems to be working out okay. So now we've got both fields ploughed. Just need to touch up down here. Like I say, I'm pretty confident that turning this area down here into either shed space or silage bunker, something like that, would be more beneficial rather than actually having the field come all the way over. Again, if you think I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I think we've done well today. But I think what's next is we'll put the plough away, and then we'll see if we can somehow get some field samples just to keep precision farming happy. So let's go stick this back in there. Can I get it in the same gap? Yeah. So, let's tell you what, whilst I'm here, let's just I need to find the right grass. It's not that one. It's not that one, but I'll do for now. Okay, so that just squared that off nicely. And we'll probably lay it to some sort of farm pad anyway. We don't yet own this field. In fact, how much are the fields around us? So that was field 9. Yeah, so field 9 is 125, 300, 130. There are some... and that's a massive field, field 77. There's some fair-sized fields on here. We're some way off getting them. I'm not averse to getting a loan. Just see us through. Like I say, it's more about enjoying this series, getting a feel for the content creation side of it, and having a play around as we go. But yeah, I think next up is yeah, probably getting some lime on here and then taking it from there. So we need some kind of lime spreader because we currently don't have one. Yeah, so let's take the lizard. We'll purchase that now. And now we'll need to go and fetch it from the dealership, which is a good old way away. So we'll hit the road. That's one thing I was thinking of. Should we put a gate at the top of here or at the bottom of here? Just feels a little bit open at the moment. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. There you go. That's something else in the most recent release of this map. There is now traffic. It's always good to see. So we'll go and pick up the spreader. Just realised we're going to need some lime as well, aren't we? So let's head back. Let's pick up our trailer. So I can guarantee we're going to need more than a bag or two. And whatever we don't use, we can always stick in the storage sheds. So we may have to do some moving around of the van as well, because I think that's in the way at the minute. Let's turn in here. And yeah, we're gonna have to move the van out of the way. Move this over here. Okay. Should be no issues with getting this hitched up. But stranger things have happened. Okay, let's try that again then. So we're going to need to get the spreader, and we might have to front mount that for now, because obviously we've got the trailer with us. That's an idea. I do have the store deliveries mod on here, but it's I introduced it to the dealership first. Just realised our petrol or diesel is extremely low. I'm hoping we can actually make it there and back. not, we might struggle. So yeah, this could be interesting. Yeah, once we've got the fields lined up, we'll then look to plant whatever we're going to plant in there. Still need to have a look at the local area, see what's actually yielding quite well and paying quite well. Somewhere in the middle in terms of the field quality, so we should be okay in that. That's one thing I was thinking of the other day. So around in Lincolnshire where I live, I noticed that there's an awful lot of turf growing. So specialist turf, or whether it be for sports grounds or lawn care, things like that. But there is absolutely tons of it around near us. There used to be one main supplier, and a lot of the top flight football clubs would actually use that supplier up near North Lincolnshire. But now there seems to be a number of them out. I was looking the other day on ModHub, and unfortunately there is no turfing mods or anything like that at the moment, which is a shame. Maybe that's another angle that we could see as a DLC. But yeah, it'd be quite interesting. Some of the equipment they do use. I've always wondered how they get the turf into those rolls. And that's another thing. There's always a little strip left behind by them. They never take the full thing up. I wonder why that might be. Maybe just get a cleaner edge. So if anyone does know, drop me a comment. If not, I'll go away and watch a YouTube video or two. Brilliant. So we're £222 lighter, but we do have a full tank. Thank goodness for that. So yeah, we are going to have to stick this on the front. Now, which way is it? There. I've messed this right up. Let's go up here, reverse. Suppose we could have got it lifted onto the trailer, but let's see how bad it is on the front. I think that's passable. So now we just need the lime and the fertilizer. So we'll go for big bags. We'll go for 4 of them. I think, mind you, there's nothing on 6. And then fertilizer 4. Okay, so we'll get these loaded on. And we'll hit the road. Catch you in a minute or two. Okay, so we've managed to get, I think it was 3 bags of fertilizer on. I think we've left 1 bag of lime behind as well. That's all we can get on the trailer. Probably overloaded as it is. Yeah, let's we'll get these back. I won't bore you with another journey. And yeah, let's start spreading some lime. Catch you in a minute. Okay, so we're back on the farm after yet another fairly long drive. I'm not entirely sure how long that journey actually takes us. I just know it's a fair old while. What we're going to do is just pull this up over here, take the straps off, and yeah, we'll put that down there. It's probably going to be a best tractor to do the liming in. So I'll just hitch up on the rear, and then we'll get the telehandler out to make sure that we're actually loading up with lime, because we've got mixed bags on at the minute. Okay, let's just go and get the mill out, turn it off. There we go. I don't think we've got any forks, have we? Thinking about it. We've got a bucket, no forks. That's not very good. Okay. We might be able to get away with it. Yeah, let's try loading straight off the well, it's filling up with lime. Maybe didn't need as much lime, but we'll see. Have we got anything that will constitute a front weight around here as well? I think we may have to get a couple of items delivered here. Yeah. Right, we'll get a couple of items delivered and we'll get things moving. Okay, so we've just got some forks delivered and a front weight, so make sure they're working okay. Let's leave the Merlot there. Let's see if we can get anywhere close to the front way. There we go, that's a bit better. Right, we can actually still a bit heavy on that back. Still doesn't like it. Okay, so we are at the full 42 meters. So let's yeah, let's get spreading. This won't take long at all. Although we are using a fair bit of lime, so Yeah, already out. Interesting. Fortunately, we shouldn't have to do this every single time. So, let's just fill up again here. Now we'll again. Just finish this bit up here. Okay, that's us all limed in on this one. I'll just go and refill before heading over to that one. I need to check the seeder in there as to whether it is direct drill or not. So if it's not, we're going to have to cultivate this in. Yet another step in the process. Let's get this lined up here. Missing on that right hand side to fill in some of the gaps, not an issue. And we're going to have to refill again. To be honest, I was expecting it to use a bit more than it has done, so I'm not overly concerned about the travelling back and forth at the moment. Oh no, that's it. I knew it'd happen sooner or later. We've just fertilised. Let's try and correct that. It was always a risk. Right, where's my line? There we go. Rookie error that was. Don't think it'll impact things too much. Oh. It's just... yeah. Go back over it. We'll never know. That's all really. Okay, so we're fully lined up. I'm going to have to unload that there anyway. I was just going to check seeders. Yeah, so it's definitely not a direct drill, or is it that one? I can't remember which one we've got now. I think it's that one. Messi Ferguson 30. Yeah, so we do need to cultivate. So, okay, so we'll go into cultivated. So we don't need anything too special at the moment. It's purely the fact that that seeder isn't direct. There we go. Right, let's just unhitch this. It's not going to let me do it because it's still up in the air. Which side is the hitch on? That side. Hey, let's just lift that up. Let's just unfold them. Love the swinging physics on that. Okay, and we'll see you in a minute or two.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. My way. My way. My way. My way. Cause I found my way. My way, my way, my way, my way. I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way, I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. I found my way. Cause I found my way. My way. My way. My way. My way. Cause I found my way. My way. My way. My way. My way. I found my way. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way.
Okay, so on the last little bit of this field, it's fairly straightforward actually. We've been able to maintain a fairly decent speed. Yeah, once we've got this done, we can then jump over to the next field. What I'll probably do is, now that we've got this field squared away, we'll probably call it there in terms of the episode, guys. We've managed to get through a fair bit. Off screen, I'll get the other field prepared, and then next episode we can actually get some seed into the ground. Once again, thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure. If you've got any recommendations for this series, then please do drop us a comment. Failing that, please do hit that like button and the subscribe. Obviously, every little helps, especially for a new content creator such as myself. But really appreciate you sticking around, guys. I know this episode's been quite long. But yeah, hope to see you in the next one. Thanks very much. Take care.